Hey guys, I'm Rob Bass, and that intro is gonna go because my kid told me that's boomer stuff. So, no more intros after this video. Today, I need to talk about something. On the back of the sketchbook series for the Mark Taylor Many Faces and He-Man is an image, a piece of art, a beautiful piece of art. And I've been seeing people online going, who is this lady on the back of the package? And I'm so freaking excited. Guys, you don't understand. Like, I don't ever feel like a gatekeeper. I don't want to be like, oh, I'm one of the older He-Man collectors. I've been part of this community for like the last 25 years, 28 years, 20, whatever, how long we've been doing this online. But I think it's important for you guys to get some concept, not just around the character. By the way, I'll get to her name in a second, but the history about this creation, because it's kind of special to me. It's so cool thinking back about my time in the He-Man community. All right, here I go. I assure you I'm getting to it. If you guys don't know, I've been a part of the He-Man community for a long time, and I was on He-Man.org's official podcast called The Roast School Dinner. We did that shit for like 12 years or so. The guys who run it was the He-Man.org founders. You know, it was Val Staples, and then it was a rotating amalgam of guest people on the podcast, because it's a podcast. You can't have a podcast by yourself, right? You know, Pixel Dan was on it. Emiliano, you should know him for Formo Toys. Eamon Donahue, if you haven't seen a lot of the Frank Francetta kind of action figures, Eamon's doing his thing. And of course, Nate Barch, who worked on a lot of great stuff. If you know Mythic Legions, you're going to know Nate Barch. These names you guys are going to need to know. They're all my friends at some point in time. I've known them all. And the character in particular, his name is the Crimson Countess. The Crimson Countess was created by Penny Dreadful. Now you guys are like, who was Penny Dreadful? If you don't know, all right, Penny Dreadful, she's an amazing person. She's a horror host. Her character, Penny Dreadful, her name is Danielle. Penny Dreadful is the horror host, kind of like Elvira, you know, Svengoolie, you know, that kind of thing. And she's been doing that for a long time. And she was working on the Master Universe Classics bio. It was in the later part of the line. So yeah, like I was saying, the Crimson Countess. Okay, so Penny created Crimson Countess for the Imaginary Classics bios. See, the Classics line actually had bios, very much like G.I. Joe file cards or, you know, blurbs on the back you'd see in most toy lines from back in the day. It helped expand the story because they didn't have the ability for Classics to make mini comics for a while. You know, it was a way of getting more story out there. Of course, we had the creator character contest, and we had a new one in the 2000s, and my friend Daniel Benedict, who was also on Roast Google Dinner, he's a great filmmaker, he's the one doing the fan He-Man film. His character, Castle Grayskull Man, won. So you guys probably know of Castle Grayskull Man at the very least. So the Crimson Countess is exactly that. You know, Penny created her, put her in the bios, and we've had people do artwork of her. Actually, my wife's done a drawing of her, and other people have done artwork for her. And it's really cool to see her on the back of this package. So I can't guarantee that it's going to be made as a figure, but usually the stuff on the back of packages gets made, right? That we're on the understanding that's a thing, right? I'm hoping that's true for this, because I love Penny. She's a great friend. She's an awesome person. And she deserves to have this figure made. And I know if you guys are a purist and you only want the vintage line, I get it. You most likely aren't buying the sketchbook series figures anyway. But a lot of you guys claim to be these like diehards, or these people who only want, I only want the original stuff. You're gonna buy it. I know you are, because I'm gonna buy it. I would love to have this figure. Like, having a vampire character would be great. Now I can't remember exactly if she's a horde or not. I forget how Penny put it on the bio. Because I'm coming off the cuff here. I have nothing written. Obviously, you can hear my voice. I have nothing written. But she's going in my horde, because the horde characters always like the Universal Monster stuff, and having a vampire lady would be really cool in the line. And I really, really hope Mattel makes it to do this. This Origins line has been going strong. People say it was going to die years ago, and here we are. Was it 5-6 years on, and it's doing good, and I'm so happy. a little more background on, Penny herself. She's also worked on. If you see the Dark Horse books, when you see the collections, she's worked on those. You'll see her name, and all my friends worked on all the Master Universe books that you see that came out from Dark Horse. They've collected it, worked it, fixed it, whatever needed to be done. These are the people from the He-Man.org community. These are the people that kept He-Man alive so you guys can have origins now. So buying this figure and supporting the Crimson Countess is like supporting something you would do, some your personal friends would do. This community is beautiful, and I'm not trying to be this gatekeeper. I promise you, I don't want to be that guy. I just want you to know that wouldn't you want a figure of your own to be official in the line and see people who deserve it and have worked so hard for this fandom, for this company, for Mattel, have done this to keep this line floating by creating stories that are officially a part of the classics line, a part of the canon. Get these figures made. Let's go going. Let's get her. The Crimson Countess 100% deserves to be there. And for you guys out there who are watching this, and can you do me a favor, share this video around and let people know what's going on. I'm telling you, this figure will be worth it if we get it. Now, like I said, once again, no guarantee. But I know Penny's super excited just to see her character being shown on the back of box art alone. I think she's happy, and she's pretty much content with that. But getting a figure that would just take it up a notch, and I'm already rooting in the corner. You can hear the excitement in my voice. When am I this excited about anything, right? So, all right, guys, that's it. Crimson Countess. Let me know what you think of her. There's not much artwork out there. Let me know what you think about the concept of the character. And did you know about her? Did you know all about this? This is a really cool thing. And these are people who are tangible, people who exist, people who are here in the community and are here for a long time. The new fans and old, let's get together and support each other. Let's make Masters last for another 10 years. Let's make more and more characters. I don't need any more variants of He-Man. I need original characters for He-Man to fight against the Horde, to have more Serpent characters. Let's just get it going, bro. This is what I'm talking about. All right, guys. Until next time, thank you so much for watching, and later.